Once upon a time in a cozy little town called Whiskerville, there lived a cat named Muffin. Muffin wasn't your everyday cat. He was fluffy and golden like a freshly baked sponge cake, with fur so soft it felt like a cloud. Muffin loved to watch his owner, Mrs. Sweet, bake lovely cakes every Sunday. The way she mixed the ingredients, the smell of the batter, and the sight of the cakes rising in the oven fascinated him. One sunny morning, while sunbathing on the kitchen windowsill, Muffin had a delightful idea. "I want to be a cake," he exclaimed, his tail twitching with excitement. Muffin embarked on a mission to transform himself into a delectable cake. First, he needed to find the right ingredients. He pranced into the pantry where Mrs. Sweet kept all her baking supplies. There were bags of flour and sugar, bottles of vanilla essence, and a shelf filled with colorful sprinkles. Muffin's eyes twinkled as he imagined himself covered in bright and shiny sprinkles. Muffin then went to the living room where he saw a big, fluffy pillow. "This will be perfect for a cake base," he thought. He pushed the pillow into the kitchen. It was quite a challenge, but Muffin was determined. Next, he needed some icing. Muffin purred thoughtfully as he eyed the whipped cream dispenser on the kitchen counter. But he quickly realized he needed help. Just then, his friend Twinkle the mischievous mouse appeared. "I can help you, Muffin," squeaked Twinkle, always eager for fun. The two unlikely friends worked together, bouncing around the kitchen. Twinkle climbed up and helped press the whipped cream dispenser, while Muffin rolled on the floor, covering himself in fluffy white cream. Then, Twinkle sprinkled colorful sprinkles all over Muffin until he shimmered like a rainbow. "Ta-da! I'm a cake!" Muffin purred proudly. But just then, they both heard Mrs. Sweet coming towards the kitchen. Mrs. Sweet entered the kitchen and burst into laughter upon seeing Muffin. "Oh Muffin, you're the sweetest cake I've ever seen," she chuckled, picking up her fluffy cat. Instead of scolding them, Mrs. Sweet gave Muffin a nice warm bath and some lovely warm milk as a treat. Though Muffin never actually became a real cake, he realized that the fun he had with Twinkle and the laughter they shared with Mrs. Sweet were far better than anything he could have imagined. Muffin decided that being a fluffy, golden, cake-like cat was the best thing he could be. And from that day on, every Sunday when Mrs. Sweet baked, Muffin would sit on the windowsill, content and happy. Imagining himself as the sweetest cake in Whiskerville, Muffin lived happily, full of colorful sprinkles and lots of joy. The cat who wanted to be a cake learned that sometimes, just being yourself is the most delightful adventure of all.